Hello and welcome to Medieval Engineers. We have not played this game in quite a while. I've been kind of waiting around, just checking up on it every now and then, just to see how well things are progressing. And since it's been so long, this is kind of the game I used to be known for and used to enjoy playing probably the most before we just kind of transitioned into other things, that I want to give this game a little bit of a once-over. And we are currently in survival mode, and I want to explore and see everything that they have changed. They've added quite a lot of little features here and there. We haven't really even started this up since the introduction of planets. Oh god, don't die. Okay, good. I was worried about that. So, let's go over some things that are in the game currently. Obviously, trees, grass, rocks, and mountains, but this is currently our planet. And if we take a look, this is the world map. Each of these zones are divided again into subzones. We are currently here in region E6, area C2, obviously. And the world is fairly large. So, hopefully, eventually, there's about 6 quadrants to build in, and each of these have an 8x8 kind of grid to claim as your own. In the game, it's all about that medieval kind of survival feeling. It's what they're going for, and it's a work in progress, of course. I believe it is still in alpha, but there's still stuff that you can be doing. What you want to do generally starting out is going around. I'm going to be picking up some food such as berries and things of that nature. Going to also be harvesting small trees to get sticks, which we now have. At the beginning, it's going to give you a little bit of a quest in the top left there, beneath your health, stamina. A lot of these assets as well are placeholders, such as like the menus and things. But if we go into our inventory, you can see we're just collecting a whole bunch of sticks. We have some food already, and we're going to be using these to build our first kind of tools. Now, we need to find some stone. Unlike Minecraft, we can't really just punch the ground or anything like that to get your stone and dirt to start out with. So what I want to do is look for some little rocks that are spread along the surface here. Now, they can be a little hard to spot, especially with the tall grass. So we'll just have to run around. I think this is one here, and it faded away. It must have been a texture of some kind, some type of LOD thing that's just there for reasons. Let's see if there's what's there to craft. Obviously, we're going to need a torch, so we're going to craft one of these real quick. The stone axe, obviously, is going to be used to chop down trees. We got a wooden mallet. This is for building and construction. I did download this block lever. This game does have mod support and workshop support, so there are additional things to work off there, and that's going to create log and 1 flax straw. They've also added farming since the last time I've played, and some additional blocks and decorative things, which is great because Medieval Engineers always had that more interesting kind of building system than, say, Space Engineers. Because Space Engineers doesn't have the multi-grid that Medieval Engineers uses to layer objects together. It's definitely something they need to add to Space Engineers. So we're just going to explore around here initially. Hope no barbarian shows up, considering we have no weapon. If that happens, we may have to just flee. Oh, some different colored grass. I've never seen that before. That's new. At least breaks up the surface a little bit of the terrain. Don't know quite yet what we're going to be building. This is just going to be a little mini series that's going to be running on the Fridays on the channel. Pick up some herbs. But we're going to be harvesting some wood. We're going to be harvesting some stone. And I want to build something small and quaint. And if you guys like the series enough, we'll just keep continuing from there. What is that? This looks like some type of crop down here. It looks like almost like wheat. So we'll head down. There is a road In fact, if I go to our current position, yes, we are heading down towards a road. That's interesting. I wonder if it increases your movement speed. This looks like wheat. Yes, so we have some wheat now. Wheat straws. And the other thing looks a little bit like flax. And if that's the case, that would be pretty cool. Let's see, what is this? Anything? No? Can't harvest it. Maybe it's just partially grown wheat. That's probably what that is. So but we'll just harvest up this wheat here for later. Definitely adds a little bit of variety onto the terrain. Let's build close to this road. I'm thinking the road would be a good thing. If there's this multiplayer, you know, of course you want to have road access. That would be the best solution. Okay. Up near the top, we do have our compass, which does point, and you can see the different I almost want to say biomes or quadrants of the planet itself. Still looking for that one rock, though. The dang thing is pretty rare for some reason. Or I've just passed 1,000 of them and just wasn't looking down because I was busy looking for wheat. So at this point, we will just keep an eye out. Generally, what I always did for rocks was go up to these base of the mountains because they kind of always had the rocks exposed and a little bit easier to find if there's less grass and maybe a different colored grass. So we'll just climb up this hill, but we'll clear out probably that little section there of trees and use that to make our first kind of little home. What is this? Nothing. Okay, well, still looking for a rock. We will find that one rock that will propel us into glory. All right, rock, rock, rock. No rocks here. You know, I'm seeing plenty of rocks on the ground. I just, you know, can't reach my hand into the texture and pull them out. Is there any character tool, basic rope, terrible rope? There's some stockpiles. There's a wooden trapdoor now, which is pretty cool if you think about it. Claim block. Okay, so we'll claim the grid that we're in too once we get to that point. Check the horizon. I'm not seeing any barbarians. You can see the road go all the way up through the trees, and the curvature of the planet, of course, is what's kind of ending the vision there. It's actually not just fading away due to, like, say, an arbitrary sight limit. It's just the actual curvature, which is pretty interesting. Okay, that might have been my shadow off in the distance or something. I mean, it's quite the peaceful game, at least right now. You know, the music has always been pretty good. The quest for rocks continues, though. Man, I swear I found these a lot easier before. Might be a little bit random. Or too random. Tell you what, let's try and mess with some settings maybe. We'll turn on low grass density. One, that'll hopefully increase the performance. And two, allow us to actually see down here into the ground. Not like I really needed the increased performance anyways, but, you know, the thought counts. I mean, it's not like we're in Bridgehaven anymore. So, I'm actually getting some pretty good FPS right now. Definitely over 30. Okay, just sprinting. Very interesting. How I haven't found one rock. Well, let's try teleporting. You can do that in this game. So we'll try a slightly different area. There is fast travel. So let's try this ridge here and let's try that. It's an unclaimed area. Whoa. Definitely different. Quite the valley here. We're floating. Let's get to some rocks quickly as possible. Okay, there we go. The train wasn't quite fully loaded in. Alright, maybe there are rocks kind of in the forest itself, rather than in the plains. Pick up some mushrooms. Berries. We're gonna have to eat the... Oh! Look, it's rocks! Sweet. Cool, so we can craft our first stone axe. Let's see if there's any other ones nearby. Oh, there is. Great. Perfect. 2. Some mushroom as well. So fast travel must have been the right choice. Or at least a choice. So again, want to look for that road. And we want to go pretty much straight east, slightly north. I think the road is down here in the valley a little bit more. We're kind of way up here in the rolling hills and cliffs. So run. Down here. I'm glad this guy can sprint for quite a long time now. It didn't used to be the case. Oh, so I just right-click the food now. I ate something. It didn't necessarily like that. It felt like it just drained all my stamina, but it's okay. We're gonna keep on living a little bit longer, which is good. Pick up some stones, harvest a small tree, grab a rock and some more stones. This is great. Now we can craft our stone axe here. Sweet. So we'll just plop that onto our toolbar. We'll plop the torch onto our toolbar as well. And we can start felling trees soon enough. As soon as we get down this little hillside. Alright. I am going to need suggestions. If you guys have anything you want me to build in this game, the game is still very versatile, though keep in mind survival mode means we will be building a little bit slower. So I would suggest instead of saying, hey, you should build Lothlorien again and spend your next 5 life cycles working on that, maybe we should build maybe an inn. A roadside inn. I think that would be a cool thing, you know. It's a little RP-esque. You get those elements, and you also get to build something relatively small with some wood and stone. So we're first going to make our survival shack that we're going to live out of. Kind of just here in the woods. And from there, I think the long-term project is we'll make an inn. Some type of small inn that you might see along a road in a forest such as this. So let's go more north. We're just looking for that road because that's obviously where an inn's going to be. You're not going to find it just in a random clearing on the side of a cliff face. Wouldn't make much sense. You wouldn't get very many patrons that way. Okay, get to hear this lady just keep singing it out. Check our map. Okay, still going in the right direction. North, northeast. And I think just over this little ridge we will reach what we're looking for. They added some stockpiles to the game, which is great. That's a block that I'm actually quite excited for, simply because it's a little bit more RP. You know, the chests are good for normal things, but just storing logs and timber in them didn't really make much sense to me. So stockpiles, definitely a cooler solution. So here we are. This is the road that was on our map, and we have a nice flat spot right there. But let's get it right on the edge of the forest. At least for now. You know, we can build the inn anywhere, but we need to have our first home kind of at the edge. And there's some rocks nearby in case we need them, but luckily since we have an axe now, we can actually dig a little bit and get stone that way. Give me your herbs. Gonna need some herbs for medicine. Alright, here we are. First forest. And it's quite a dense one too, and we're gonna need all this lumber. So, let's get to chopping some trees here. There we go. Just hit this a couple times. Oh, timber. And, oh, chopped off the top of the next tree down. So we're just going to clear a little bit of land first. Get a good supply of logs. And I think the trees roughly almost always fall kind of in the direction that you're looking when you're actually chopping. This helps with the whole, you know, it falling backwards onto you kind of thing. But we're going to get probably about 5, 6 of these logs. We're going to process it all up there. Cool. Up. And let's hit this a couple times. Cool, we got 1 log. Okay, so it looks like about 4 swings per log to trim it down. Alright, now you can just press F. You can put these in your inventory. Like so. Sure, it doesn't make sense that you're carrying a lot of weight. I mean, it's 161 kilogram per log. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted because it sounds like I'm getting battle music, but maybe it's more atmospheric than I think. Alright, other than that, let's go ahead and craft a wooden mallet. We need 1 timber for this. Let's see. You know, I want to test something, because in the olden days, you can process a log all the way down to timber. So you just swing at it enough, and then you hold right-click on it. This used to have an animation. Oh! It just gave me sticks. Okay, so maybe if we hold left-click on it, it'll trim it down to a plank. I know you can do this in a crafting table and everything, but I like the idea of this. Nope. Okay. That's fine. I'll watch a bar just progress. That's no biggie. Inventory is full. Of course it is. So let's eat some mushrooms. There we go. We have some timber now. And now I can craft a wooden mallet. We also going to need a crafting table, which is going to be pretty cool, I think. Let's drop that, and that's going to craft like so. So here is our little crafting table. Look at that. That has a nice little blueprint on it. You can rotate it with Q and R. It's free from the grid as well. So let's just plop that down. Is it actually free? No, it's actually a grid item. All right, that's cool. So let's open this up and see what we can make here. Deer head on plaque. Why not? Research table. Probably important. A simple table. A bed. We'll probably need a bed for respawning. So we will have to get some more timber planks for that. Can I make any sort of weapon yet? No, not yet. Large stone. Let's make a campfire real quick though, because we're probably going to need that. That's going to be a survival item for sure, and we'll just kind of set up camp just like that, and we can cook up our things. You know, we can make mushroom soup, roasted meat, root salad, and just normal salad. Alright, well, let's just keep on chopping down some trees and processing this lumber. I want to do this all real time. Just because I think it would be interesting to see how quickly you can process through this stuff. You know, we are about 20 minutes in, but luckily it shouldn't be much farther. We're slowly getting the hang of things, and the quicker I'm able to, you know, pick up this timber, turn it into planks and things like that, the better. So let's make some more of these. There we go. And crafting table, take a look. So this is going to take 8. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some logs in the timber in the table itself, and we will craft a research table. All right. And we will put this down. Ooh, that's pretty nice as well. It's starting to look a little bit like a construction site if you think about it. You know, you have these blueprint tables just like, oh, surveying the forest. All right, this is good. We're going to clear the land. Ooh, this is the tackle block and things. That's good that they're using in-game assets. It's the same piece of paper, though. Oh, well, research table. Let's see, carpentry. Probably something we want to research. Gourmet cooking, ironworks, stoneworks, wooden defenses. Wow, that's pretty cool. There's kind of these little tech trees. So we need 10 timber, 10 large diagonal timber, 1 wooden mallet, and 1 crafting table. So, here we are. Let's go ahead and collect some more logs. Oh, okay. Cut down this tree here for later. Go ahead and start processing this. All right, get rid of those pine leaves off this thing because that's in our way. Kind of, we need to get at the actual tree. That would be ideal. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow, we got a lot of logs from that one, so we'll just scoop these up real quick. Scrap wood branches. So you can get scrap wood from the actual branches that... And I accidentally broke the log. Okay, I need to stop just swinging this thing around willy-nilly like. So we need crafting table. So let's maybe do that first. So crafting table is going to be 2 logs. We'll just go ahead and not craft that because our inventory is full. There we go. Now we will craft it. Cool. So we will throw this in here, just like so, and we will then craft some timbers. We're going to end up needing 10 of these. So let's go gather some more logs. There we go. It'd be cool to eventually build like a sawmill that actually kind of cut these logs into planks in interesting kind of ways, you know? Kind of makes me think of Skyrim a little bit. But like a Riverwood-like recreation. That'd be pretty cool. I'm sure there would be some sort of potential for a Skyrim server eventually if this became popular enough. There we go. Plenty of logs out of this tree. Man, we're just kind of banging this out. Okay, so we can only really pick up 3 logs at a time. So we have that extra space for the craft bowls. So we will craft 2 more of these. And then 1 diagonal here. Alright. Cool. So that's our 10 timber. We have 4 of the diagonal timber right now, which is a start. Let's go ahead and store our other timber in here. Kind of use it as a pseudo inventory, or we can just build a small chest. I don't know why we haven't just built these. So let's plop this down. Gotta align this perfectly. Nice. And we'll put one kind of on the back side of this. Make it look a little bit more supported. There we go. We're getting inventory. So we'll put our sticks in here. There's really no point in carrying around that many. We'll also put our straws and our herbs. We're not dying by any means, except for we're starving. Food. Food. Okay, into the wilderness we go. Let's see. Food. Oh, berries? Yeah, I'll take you. I'll take you. Alright, though that was a little bit, not much. We really only gained 5 points of hunger for that. It's definitely more beneficial to cook rather than to just eat things raw all the time. But I'm not seeing any deer yet. I don't know, maybe they'll be later on. Okay, wow. It's not. It's a little bit more. It's like 1.1 food. What was that? Speaking of deer. Is that the noise deer makes? Whoa, okay. Alright, well, come get axed! Okay, well, you're way faster than me. Huh? Man, hearing them run is a little creepy. I just think there's a barbarian behind me. Okay, more berries, more berries. It's all about the berry survival. Cool. I think that's pretty much all we need. Yeah, we're up to 42. That's plenty to last for a while. I'm kind of glad the hunger meter doesn't go down quite as fast as other survival games. And it is, I believe, edible as well when you actually make the save. So, our trees are basically gone. We don't need any more scrap branches. We can actually just kind of hit these out of the way just to keep the area clean. Pop. Come on. Pop. Alright, well, we'll take the sticks, whatever. Alright, chop down another tree. Perfect. Let's go ahead and see if we can't craft 2 more of these. I don't think the other one finished, or it didn't load. Probably because I closed the menu a little soon. There we go. And now what else? A wooden mallet. What does that require? 1 timber. Well, we can do that. That's easy. We will craft this wooden mallet like so. Oh yeah, we got carpentry. Great. And let's put this on a bar, and do we just use it? Okay, we eat the paper, and it absorbs into our mind. We have now gained carpentry. Oh, here's the stockpile, by the way. Let's go ahead and mix some of those. So we need some log, well, just timber. So 16 total timber, right? So I think I have some stored in this table here. We do. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get some more timber real quick. Cut away. It feels kind of nice that there is a little bit of progression. You know, going through the research definitely kind of helps you speed up your gathering and crafting. It gets you used to opening these menus up and knowing what makes what and how much makes each item. It's kind of a neat little way to do it. So we will pick you up, all of you, in your wonderful lumber. Perfect. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. And we get our timber stockpile and our log stockpile. So this one is the timber. I kind of want to clip it in just so that wood is in the ground all the way. And this one just right next to it. There we go. Alright, they might need to be built first, obviously. It looks a little disheveled. So equip our mallet and pop it a couple times. Yes. Yes. Keep bopping. Alright, so we got a log stockpile. Let's go ahead and put together the timber stockpile here. Am I trapped? No, 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 no. Ha! Victory is mine. I can deconstruct you. Okay, gotta be careful when you're building these things. If you get stuck inside, you're kind of boned. Alright. And just like so. Timber stockpile acquired. So let's go ahead and put our timbers away and see what it looks like. Oh! They actually show up. Good. Great. Let's go ahead and cut some logs. We'll just store a bunch of logs. So I'd say 3 logs worth of stuff. We'll store it in there. I want to see what the stockpile kind of looks like with some items in there. There you go. Fall down. Please don't fall on me, and please don't kill me. So 1 log. 2 log. And here we go. I'm actually pretty excited to be playing this again. As I said, it's definitely reminiscent. You know, we spent so much time on the channel making things here, from Lothlorien to Bridgehaven to what else did I make? Did I really only make 2 real large builds? No, we made the really large kind of wooden airship. That thing was awesome. Too bad I couldn't actually fly, but we made it. Let's open this up. Alright, just double clicking is going to throw it in there a little bit quicker. Oh, wow. Nice and neat. You know, we don't have to manually align these. You just build a stockpile and put them in there. Though you could definitely, you know, build your own if you really want to. And I'm sure you could build something larger and that could hold more logs than just this one little structure. But it's nice to have something a little bit more uniform. Alright. Keep chopping down some trees. And we'll be done in a few minutes, and there we go. We'll have our first little progress. Wonder at what point can I start making weapons, though. Oh, no log. Don't start glitching out. Stay away from me. Can I make anything else with a crafting table now, though? Oh, I can make a weapon rack. I can make a dining table. Wooden chair. We got our bed. A shelf of some kind, looks like, to store items. These are things they just added to the game. They added a bookshelf. They added dining tables. And these are storage and / decorative items. I'm glad they have kind of a multi-purpose on them. Gourmet cooking. Let's look at this. So we need to find iron ore. I've never seen iron ore in this game, so that's something to look at. But metal hardening, farming, weaving, mechanics. Is that additional wheelwrighting? Large stone. This is quite a lot to think over and mull over here. Anyways, I think this is it for the first episode. We have our little stockpile and our little base camp slowly established, and we're going to progress through all the research. I want to see what the full progression feels like. I haven't done that in this game in the survival mode yet, and I'm pretty interested to see what we can get. Anyways, if you guys enjoy this game and you want to see some more, go ahead and subscribe to my channel for creative goodness such as this. Go ahead and hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys next time.